Cincinnati Bengals fans got some troubling news this week. Star quarterback Joe Burrow, one of the NFL's most prolific passers, is facing surgery on his left toe, and it could keep him off the field for at least 3 months. Today we break down the injury, what it means for Burrow, and how the Bengals will navigate the rest of the season without their franchise QB. The injury happened during Cincinnati's 31-27 win over the Jacksonville Jaguars. Burrow was sacked by defensive tackle Eric Armstead, taking a 5-yard loss at the Bengals' 35-yard line in the first half. After going to the sideline medical tent, Burrow walked out with a noticeable limp and headed to the locker room on crutches, wearing a protective boot on his left foot. Bengals head coach Zac Taylor confirmed Monday that Burrow will undergo surgery on his left toe. While the exact timeline is still being finalized, the injury is expected to sideline Burrow for at least 3 months. Coach Taylor admitted he wasn't sure exactly what a toe rehab would look like, but praised Burrow's determination. He's going to give it everything he's got. He's going to do everything he can to get onto the field. This isn't the first major injury Burrow has faced. In just 6 NFL seasons, he's already had 3 major injuries. Yet he remains one of the league's top quarterbacks. Last season, Burrow led the NFL with 4,918 passing yards and 43 touchdown passes, cementing his status as the heart of the Bengals offense. His absence will be a major challenge for Cincinnati, especially given their strong 2-0 start, their first since 2018, and high hopes for the postseason after missing the playoffs the past 2 seasons. The injury also shines a light on the Bengals' offensive line. Despite lucrative contracts for wide receivers T. Higgins and Jamar Chase, critics have questioned whether the team has done enough to protect Burrow. Guard Dalton Risner, who was beaten on the sack that led to the injury, took partial responsibility.
That one play has really been devastating for me because I got beat on the play. It just makes your stomach hurt.
Burrow has been sacked 201 times in 6 seasons, the second most in the league since he entered the NFL in 2020. This latest injury only intensifies scrutiny on Cincinnati's front office decisions and their commitment to quarterback protection. With Burrow sidelined, the Bengals will turn to Jake Browning, who filled in during Sunday's win against the Jaguars. Browning completed 21 of 32 passes for 241 yards, threw 2 touchdowns and 3 interceptions, and even scored the go-ahead touchdown with just 18 seconds left on a 1-yard leap. Coach Taylor expressed confidence in Browning, saying,
"We have a ton of confidence in Jake. He proved that on Sunday.
He's earned the right to be in the spotlight." Brett Rypien, currently on the practice squad, is expected to be called up, but the team may also look to add another quarterback to the active roster during Burrow's recovery. Burrow's injury couldn't have come at a tougher time. The Bengals face a stretch of 5 straight opponents that made the playoffs last year, starting with the Minnesota Vikings, who themselves are dealing with quarterback injuries. While Cincinnati is off to a strong start, Burrow's absence will test their depth, resilience, and ability to adapt without their star signal caller. How the team performs in the next few months could define their playoff hopes and off-season decisions. Joe Burrow's surgery and recovery will be a major storyline for the Bengals this season. With their franchise quarterback sidelined, the team's backup quarterbacks, offensive line, and overall strategy will face intense scrutiny. For fans, the hope is simple: a full recovery and a triumphant return for one of the NFL's brightest stars. Stay tuned as we continue to follow Joe Burrow's journey and the Bengals' fight to keep their season on track.